We are here this morning to launch officially the Junior Graphic National Essay Competition, which is very dear to the hearts of Junior Graphic and the group that is the GCGL. The competition actually seeks to help children, in fact, we go to assist children to write, to assist them to cultivate the habits of reading and writing. That is what we actually seek to do. And we are here this morning to launch this program, which will run from now till September. Because we've run out of time and we have a lot of things to do. I don't want to go too much into it, because we have our editor, our marketing person, and others who will be talking on a number of things. So I'll not say much. I want to just welcome you to this program. You're welcome and good morning.
Partners, the Ghana Library Authority, big sustainable development goals in 12. School children gathered here, heads of institutions. Over the years, the Junior Graphic has noticed that the short stories, poems, letters and letters to Auntie Betty received from the children were poorly written. As a dedicated paper with a vision and commitment to improving learning skills of its readers, the newspaper made a number of observations with regards to the text that the children submitted. Mr. Chairman, some of the observations were that the articles produced by our children contained spelling mistakes. The children were not creative in their writing. So the short stories that they sent to us had some spelling errors. They also plagiarized the works of others. There was no coherence in their storytelling, and we also identified grammatical errors. Mr. Chairman, to help children to sharpen their writing skills, the newspaper, that is the Junior Graphic, decided to organize this national essay competition to assist our school children in these areas. Aside from this, it also intended introducing the spelling competition to assist children in their pronunciations and spelling of words. I find the theme, Improve Your Creativity through Reading and Writing, as most appropriate, because if we succeed in this enterprise, it will go a long way to inculcate in our children a culture of reading and writing habits amongst Ghanaians. The essay competition is therefore organized for upper primary and junior high school students. The essay topics are published or will be published in the Junior Graphic for participants to select one of them to write on at the preliminary level. In line with keeping our standards, the script will be marked by English language teachers, and the common flaws in the essays will be published in the Junior Graphic for readers to learn more. Mr. Chairman, this year's competition will be in 3 phases. The first phase will be at the district level, then another at the regional level, and then the final at the national level. We intend to provide attractive prizes at each level to the winners. Our expectation is that the contestants themselves will write the essay and will not be assisted by parents, teachers, or their siblings. Each of the competition is supervised by the zonal managers of the company, while junior graphic staff supervise the contest in Accra. Objectives of the competition. Mr. Chairman, our objectives are: 1, to assist our children to learn how to write essays correctly, to improve on their grammar, to build a wide vocabulary for participants and assist them to be creative. We also intend to help our children to perform well in their basic education certificate examination. English teachers will therefore be engaged to mark the essays of the children and will be paid for their services. Apart from marking the scripts, the teachers are expected to write reports on the strengths and weaknesses of participants and correct the various flaws in the essays. Since the teachers are already among those who mark the English language scripts of the BECE candidates, they will also guide the students on what is expected of them in their essays during the BECE. These reports will be published in the junior graphic, and patrons of schools with fan clubs are advised to use the reports to assist children during the meetings of the clubs. Mr. Chairman, we expect that the children will write their essays and present them to the junior graphic by the end of this month. The topics for the competition will be announced in the junior graphic and the daily graphic. The topics will be on a wide range of issues, including the COVID-19 pandemic, period, sanitation, education, some popular proverbs and current national issues. The rules and regulations guiding this competition will also be announced in due course. The competition will run from this month till September. We hope to assist children to acquire a wealth of knowledge which would help mold their character and make the world a better place in the future. Thank you and good luck to all our participants. Thank you very much.
So now we all know the modalities of the competition. At this point, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors from Sustainable Development Goals and then the team from BIG. Once again, you are welcome. We now call upon the Marketing Director of Graphic, Mr. Franklin Sowa, to give us his remarks.
Good morning, everyone. I'll proceed on existing protocols as established. Basically, what I want us to tease our minds around as we are launching the Junior Graphic Essay Competition is this: how will you want to see Ghana in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? Because the future of this nation starts from how we develop ourselves from today. The future of this nation is in the hands of the younger folks who are supposed to be prepared ahead of the leadership of this nation into the future. Now the question is that, what parameters do we have? What platforms do we have? How do we intend to grow people, to develop people, to equip people to ensure that our nation is being governed well and right? We are not complaining about everything that is being complained about. We all complain about sanitation. We all complain about the moral values dropping and all those things. Question is that, what are we doing about it? These are platforms that relevant brands bring to life to ensure that we are preparing the leadership of the nation from your childhood. And the targets for this competition is predominantly upper primary and JHS. You are the target for this competition, and for that matter, junior graphic. We have done this a couple of years. We are picking up the feedback from the examiner's report, chief examiner's reports, that there is a problem. The problem is that our people are not reading, and because of that, it's reflecting in their writing skills, and not just the writing skills, but even in language, in terms of speech. So where are we heading to as a people and as a nation? These are some of the reasons why this platform is extremely strategic, and we are thankful to the partners who have believed in the vision and have supported us over the years. Big, we are very grateful to you. And of course, the Sustainable Development Goals, they have been a consistent partner. So from whatever the topics, whatever the essay reference points would be, remember that whatever you are writing, we want to see creativity in addressing issues. Now, we also believe that if you are able to identify a problem, it's part of the solution. How you express creativity in solving the problem is what makes you stand out in everything you do and in society. So how ready are you to take advantage of the opportunity you have so that whatever aspirations you have, you can meet them, and whatever you want to become into the future, you can reach that. I want to remind all of you that there's no shortcut in life. It is very important. I want to encourage you to remain focused and make sure that you are meeting the essence for which parents are investing so much in you. I want to also assure you that Junior Graphic is a partner that you can get relevant information about anything that is happening in this nation, and sometimes even outside Ghana, that is relevant to you as school children. I want to encourage all parents that you cannot leave your child from this Junior Graphic family, because the more they read relevant content, the better they become for not only you as parents, but for the nation at large. Encouraging all of you to aim at adding value to yourselves daily. And you can do that by reading manuscripts or newspapers like Junior Graphic. Want to challenge your creativity this year. Whatever you are writing, aim at establishing the fact that you have a solution to whatever problem you can see in terms of the questions you'll be asked. You must have an identity for yourselves, and that identity you must protect as children or school children who are willing to learn, who are learning, and who are feeding their minds with the right content to make a difference in our society. The source of information is critical, so make sure that your sources of information are well-grounded sources that you can trust, that you can hold on to, and that will help you. We also want to assure you that whatever your motivations are, this brand is a partner to help you to achieve that. We are also offering the platform as a platform for you to share your expectations and needs. We know that in our society, it's difficult for the kids to express yourselves. Junior Graphic is a platform for you to tell the world what you think and how you feel about anything that is provoking your mind and you need to be addressed. We have the advice session in the paper, for instance, so that even your personal lives, you have issues with learning, you have issues with family, anything, child abuse, whatever it is, Junior Graphic is a platform that you can share with us. We are encouraging you that Junior Graphic will be back on the newsstands from this coming Wednesday and beyond. So start telling the teachers that the paper is back. Start telling parents that the paper is back. So you subscribe to these copies and you read them. We are also encouraging other stakeholders, brands like Big and the rest. I mean, you can invest in this. Buy some copies and tell us that take it to this region, take it to that region, take it to this school, take it to that school. All of us have attended primary schools. We can buy copies for those primary schools we attended. Politicians can buy copies for primary schools in their constituency. CEOs, I mean everybody. our chief can buy copies for the library authority so that all the branches will have at least 2 copies every week that the kids will benefit from. Believe you me, there are areas in this country where people are struggling to have good reading materials. And it's important that we all work together as we develop this nation. So on this note, we are grateful to our partners once again, other colleagues from other media houses, the schools, and we are encouraging you and all other children in Ghana that the Junior Graphic National Essay Competition is back this year, and we expect a massive participation this year. Wherever you are, make sure that immediately the topic is announced in the paper, you write and you send to us. We will mark, we will get back to you. We will be in all the regions to engage you on ground as well, so that you can appreciate where we are coming from and help to build your capacity better. We trust that both online, we know where we are now, there's a digital world, so the paper is available on Graphic News Plus as well, and it's also available on our website. So you have no reason not to read Junior Graphic. We will thank you all for coming, thank our sponsors, and wish everybody the very best, especially the school children who will be writing. We are expecting great things from you guys. Remember that the last winner had the opportunity to meet the president, and it will not be different this time around as well. This will give you access to so much, so much. There are people you will meet because you participated in this. There are places you will go because you participated in this competition. And the bottom line is that see this as the springboard to the next level of your lives. We wish you all the very best. Thank you very much.
It's now time to invite the Executive Director of the Ghana Library Authority, Mr. Hayford Siaw, to give us his address and launch the competition. With a round of applause, let's welcome Mr. Siaw.
Thank you. Good morning. And just to clarify that I was informed the Minister of Education was supposed to be here. He has other engagement and unfortunately is unable to join us. So my speech is actually his speech. So I'm delivering on his behalf. The news editors, Junior Graphic and Daily Graphic, Director of Marketing and Sales for Graphic Communication Group, staff of the Ghana Library Authority, school administrators, corporate sponsors, students, media, and all those following virtual. I welcome you all to the Ghana Library Authority, and I read this speech on behalf of the Honorable Minister of Education, Honorable Dr. Yaw Osei Adutwum. The Honorable Minister has never ceased to articulate that his policies on education has been that of His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Education is the bloodline of every country, as the discovery of knowledge and its rightful application can stir a transformational growth in every country. As you might be aware, the Ghana Library Authority is an agency under the Ministry of Education that has been on a transformational journey from 2017 to date. Transforming Ghana's educational systems means transforming the public library space. And as Mr. Sowa mentioned, we have issues of reading in this country. And the Library Authority is the agency mandated by actually an act of parliament to be responsible for this. And in being able to address some of the systemic issues, the Ghana Library Authority has been supported to create conducive environment for learning, expanding the footprint of public libraries from 61 to now 95, stocking of shelves with relevant resources, and digitalizing library operations, including the establishment of a mobile app. So if you have your phone, you can go on your App Store or your Play Store and be able to download the Ghana Library app and have access to reading content. As an institution, mandate to provide relevant education to all Ghanaians, The Ministry of Education emphasized on the delivery of quality education and not just the educational opportunities presented to Ghanaians. Educational transformation is linked to socio-economic development and growth of every country. And in order to ensure the sustainability of our educational system, there needs to be in place a robust system that will provide surety to Ghanaian child that they can achieve their dreams in Ghana. The rightful system will also ensure a continued growth in education for those unborn. The future of this country is tied to education, and I am very excited about this initiative by the Graphic Communications Group to launch the 2021 Junior Graphic National Essay Competition. When children are empowered to harness their capabilities, they can better be positioned to cause a change in their space, and that will collectively lead to the growth of the country. I use this opportunity to encourage other corporate institutions to initiate and support literacy promotion initiatives for Ghanaian students and the nation at large. This essay competition is a perfect avenue to teach Ghanaian students that they are capable of achieving anything they set their minds to, regardless of their geographical location. As was articulated, it's going to be in the district and the regional levels. The right self-awareness and a little push can cause a great change in the lives of the Ghanaian youth, and we should not deny them such great opportunity. Earlier this year, the Ghana Library Authority declared 2021 as the year of literacy, and in achieving that, 5 key objectives were set. One of the objectives is to be able to increase the number of literacy interventions implemented by the authority. Throughout the country, the Ghana Library Authority has introduced activities such as the Magic Pen Writing Competition, Young Library, Our Culture, Our Heritage, and have even organized capacity building programs and training for library patrons. Just as the Graphic Communication Group is introducing essay competition initiatives Just as the Graphic Community is introducing the essay competition, initiatives such as the National Short Story Writing Challenge, National Reading Festival, Personality Read, and many others has also been launched as part of initiative to promote reading. We understand that as we spur interest to stay literally sound, we should also play our part to provide avenues for continuous studies and development. As a result, we embark on renovation exercise across public libraries in Ghana. Within a space of 3 years, we have increased the footprint of public libraries in the country. We've also increased the number of books from 349,941 to 1,078,691. That was from 2017 to date. As the literacy rate of the country cannot be increased by an individual, a collective effort is needed to cause that societal change in the country, making Ghana a leading learning nation. On behalf of the Honorable Minister for Education, Honorable Dr. Yaw Osei Adutwum, we congratulate the Graphic Communication Group once again for taking this initiative to promote reading and writing among the youth in Ghana. I hereby declare the Junior Graphic National Essay Competition duly launched. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Siaw. Once again, we would like to appreciate our sponsors for this program, Trillium, Sustainable Development Goals, and BIC. Thank you so much. Shall we invite Mr. George Nkonsa, Business Development Manager, Ghana and Cameroon Cluster for BIC.
And I'll take this opportunity to welcome Leonard, our Senior Marketing Manager, who came in from Abidjan. He was impressed with previous activities that we've done with Graphic, and he took the trouble during COVID to travel and come and witness this. Welcome, Leo. We're happy to be here today, and it's the 4th time we are working with Graphic on this, or Junior Graphic on this journey. The two structures share in the COVID pandemic, because our core target are these guys, the future leaders. So there was a lot of issues for us. I'm sure library is also the same, because you need to physically touch the books. Now I know you're going digital. Besides that, we have some disruptions in digital, but however, research shows that reading, or millennials consider reading as the foundation for their creativity. And for that matter, it is very essential for reading and writing. Because when you write, you are scribbling what you have read or what you have perceived. It is based on these insights and the commitment of BIC that BIC has founded the BIC Foundation a few years ago with a commitment to improve learning conditions for nearly 250 million children across the world by 2025. Basis this, we have done a number of activities in country and around the West African region. So besides launching the recent Junior Art Master on Tuesday in one of the schools here in Oyarifa, we have done a lot of activities with USAID, the FHI initiative, which was helping 1.1 million children across Ghana to read and write by donating 100,000 big evolution pencils. Again, we worked with the GES last year to support them during the COVID for the BEC candidates, and we gave another 100K pens, big crystal fine pens. Today, we are excited to go on this journey again with Graphic for the fourth time as the leading ball pen company in Ghana. BIC's consistency resonates with what Junior Graphic is doing. I remember like a few years ago, Franklin, I never knew him, walked in my office and he had a proposal. And for a marketing director to carry himself his proposal, I was really touched. And I saw his commitment because we've worked with other businesses and you don't get the same commitment. And we were coming out of a difficult experience with one structure. So I told our agency that, look, the man is serious and if you want to do something. Whilst Graphic has been doing this event in the past, I think that, for what we have seen as a company, we have not been shortchanged in our sponsorship. For that matter, we encourage as many school children as possible to participate and use the right pen. Franklin mentioned that during the statistics of the chief examiner, some of you could not write well and whatever. If you don't have the right instrument, it can happen to you. You have sense in your mind, but you can't reproduce it. It's like a projector, you know. So use the right instrument. You have a lot of big ball pens. This one will be like the main one for you guys, as many of you like to write with a style. So crystal fine. Thank you very much. And at BIC, we always give you more. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nkonsa. And we will use the right pen.